I can't tell you how many small business owners that I've talked to who struggle with their team members loving their job. In this video, I'm going to give you 8 tips that'll make it happen. So check this out. I talk to small business owners everywhere, and one of the biggest challenges is that I hear them talk about internally in their business. Most of the small business owners' team members don't love their jobs, and they want to know, how can I get my employees engaged? In this video, by the time we get to the end, you're going to have 8 proven tips that will help you get total employee engagement in your company, which will in turn create greater success for your business. And if this is the first time watching the video, my name's Joey, and I am on a crusade to help small business owners improve their small biz life. In fact, my personal mission statement is your success is my business. And one of the ways that I want to help you out is in the description below the video here. I am going to put a ton of information, links that will help you be more productive in your business and help you figure out who you are. And I want to let you know that I put out a new video just like this every Monday bright and early, as well as every second and fourth Thursday of the month. So never miss a video. Go below the video right here and click on that subscribe button, and don't forget to ding that notification bell so you never miss one. Stick with me until the end of the video. After the 8 tips, I'm going to give you a bonus tip that will cause you to win in your business, and it can explode your business when it's done right. So make sure you stick around for that. All right, let's dive right into these tips. I know you're excited to figure these things out. I hope you've got a pen and piece of paper ready to write them down, because you're going to want to implement these. Quickly, before we get into the 8 tips here, is do this for me. Think creatively in all of this stuff. Take this stuff and morph it into, here's how I'm going to implement these into my business. Okay, so think creatively. The number 1 tip in getting your employees engaged, loving their jobs, loving your business, is to have a written, defined culture statement. Don't have people guessing. Here's what you're about. Here's the way they act. Here's what the purpose, the vision, the mission is. Have it clearly written out where there's no confusion. Give your team members, and look, it doesn't matter if you're 1, 2, 3, 100 people, whatever your business size is, go ahead, create that culture statement, and have your team members interact with you to help you put that together. You want feedback from them, which will in turn help them love their business more, because they are involved in what's going on in the business. Tip number 1, culture. Tip number 2 for your growing your business employees loving you, loving their jobs, is this. You spend the time and get in the trenches with them. And I know, look, I've been there, and I thought, I've done this long enough. I've been here for years. I don't need to get back in the trenches again. But I'm going to tell you, when you get in the trenches with your employees, and your employees see that you're on that front line, that you're helping them with sales, that you're helping them with repairs, that you're helping them ship stuff out, that you're helping them on the phones handling customer service, it will mean a world to them. It gives you a great opportunity also to do some coaching, so they can kind of see, here's how you do it, here's how you want it to be done. Think of it this way. It's a battle every day in your business to succeed and to win. And just like in military battle, when the frontline privates and the captains and the sergeants see the general of the army up there in battle with them, the morale just shoots up, and they know that you're bought in and invested with them, because you know what they're having to interact with, the struggles that they're having. Get in the trenches with your team and see morale go up and the love for their business and their job go up. All right, which leads us into tip number 3. And tip number 3 is related to tip number 2. Tip number 3 is invest in your team members and provide them training. figure out if it's sales training. There is something, some newsletter, some book you can buy for them. It doesn't have to be some online course, which that would be great. Truly proven that you're investing in their future with your company. But you think creatively, it can be anything that you're getting for them. Some videos, a DVD package, and you cut out a 30-minute section of your work week each week to bring people in and to train them and help them grow as a person. I've done tons of interviews with salespeople and team members, and the one thing that really irks them, that holds them back from loving you, from loving their job, from loving your business, is the fact that people don't value them. They don't invest in them and help them grow. So invest in your people and provide training. Tip number 4 is all about recognition. Look, people do things for 2 reasons. Number 1 is for money. Number 2 is for recognition. And I've had people that I've had work on the team that even though they really needed the money, recognition is the thing that really drove them and had them providing great customer service, sales unbelievable, but they loved their job. They were excited to come in every day to their job because they knew if they really got after it and they really worked, that they were going to get some form of recognition. It doesn't always have to be financial recognition, a pat on the back, a fist bump, anything form of public recognition for a job well done needs to be a constant piece of your company culture and constantly in front of your team members. They will love their jobs if they are recognized for exceeding in their jobs. So recognition, make that part of your day-to-day business. Tip number 5 to have your employees loving their jobs is this. It's the second half of tip number 4. Tip number 4 is recognition. Tip number 5 is pay. That's the 2 things that they're after. Never confuse that. So the question though is Joey, how do I give them more pay when I'm not even sure I can keep the light bills on this time? I get that. I've been there and done that. Hey, I've been in a position before where I had to pay my employees off of a credit card loan, off of my own personal credit card. So I've been there, guys, and I understand the struggles here. So let's think creatively about this. So how you pay people more is either create an incentive program or tweak your current incentive program. So anyway, there's an incentive program here that's over and beyond what their salary is. So think creatively, and believe me, when you create an incentive program, but it's based on growth, hitting, meeting, or exceeding sales goals, and you can tie others that doesn't have to be in a sales position. They can be in any other position, but if you tie your company goals of growth and revenues to the incentive plan and put people on that, even if it's a profit sharing plan. But now, just because it's profit sharing, it can be, here's a percentage, say 10% of the overall profits you're going to take and split between the employees that meet or exceed your goals, not everybody. So you can be creative in this process. So tip number 5, pay them more, be creative in how you come about it. Tip number 6 and how to get your employees loving you is this. People want flexible hours. If you're surveying your team in an employee engagement surveys, and you really should be doing that, if you're surveying your team, one of the things that most small business owners are finding is that their employees want some flexibility in their work hours. Now, I'm not saying that they work 2 days a week and they get paid for 5. You know, I'm putting in a 16-hour week and I'm getting 40-hour pay. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that sometimes they need flexibility. Hey, can I come in an hour early so I can get off an hour early in the afternoon? Can I work 2 hours on Saturdays? Something that gives them some flexibility in their work hours. If you can allow them, if they need be, to work from home some. If that can be accomplished, and again, guys, it's about thinking creatively with all of this stuff. But I guarantee you, if you talk to your team members, whether it's 2 or 200, flexibility and job hours is going to be one of the top 5 requests that they want to have happen for them, which will help them love their jobs. Tip number 7 is huge, and I think most small business owners and team leaders often miss this one. I think that it's often not recognized, and in employee engagement surveys, you can find this stuff out. So I can't recommend those surveys high enough. But tip number 7 to have your employees love their job is don't micromanage them. Don't do it. You hired them for a reason. You felt this is the greatest person that I can get to put into this role to accomplish these goals. So don't micromanage them. You had faith in them and hiring them. Coach them initially. Give them the vision, give them the goals that need to be met, the time frames that they need to be met in, and however it is that they accomplish those goals, just let them do it. If your goals are 100 new contracts for your business a year, and you would do that this way to get the 100, but they do it the other way, and it still accomplishes the same thing, then don't micromanage them differently. Let them have success in their own way if it's meeting your provided goals and vision and mission for the company. Be mindful. This is one that I can't stress enough because I hear the most team member feedback about being micromanaged and it really driving down morale. It causes folks, it's just a detriment to your company. You don't want to lose good people to your competition because you micromanage them out of your business. Don't micromanage. Tip number 7, grow employee engagement, employee loyalty, employee love for their jobs. All right, tip number 8 in growing love from your employees for your business is you be your best. People want to follow people who motivate them, who inspire them, who can share a vision for the dream of here's why we're doing this, guys. Here's the friction that we're going to remove from our customers, and here's how we're going to make whatever it is that they do that's associated with our products and services the best that it can be. But they want you to be the best that you can be. They want an exceptional leader. They want somebody that motivates and inspires, somebody that doesn't panic when something goes south, when there's a bad customer experience. They see that you've got this, that you're calm and cool, and that you take care of that customer and you resolve it because you're coaching them. How you act, how you behave, how you perform, how you lead is what they're going to follow. And what you want is these folks to love your leadership, which will in turn have them love their job. So you be the best you that you can be. As promised, this is the bonus section. Have everybody in your business, including yourself, go and do a Strength Finders test. That's right, Strength Finders. We all have strengths. We all have weaknesses, and sometimes those weaknesses are blind spots. But here's what it is we want to dwell in our strengths. And what you want is to find team members where their strengths are and to make sure that they are working in their strengths. Because when they're working in their strengths, they are cruising. They're on cruise control. They're exceeding on cruise control. And that's exactly what you want them to do. You want them to exceed at everything they do in the strengths that they're wired in. You don't want to put somebody in that you think is great, that has strengths over here, but you're putting them in their weaknesses, because that's not going to help grow your business. Figure out where their strengths are. Put them working in their strengths. And the great tip about this is if you're doing hiring and you're serious about hiring the best and you want to make sure you've got the best, part of your hiring procedure should be having them take the Strengths Finders test prior to onboarding them to make sure that the position that you're putting them in is exactly where they're going to find great success, because they'll win, they'll love their job, and you'll win because of those two factors. I'm going to put a link below the video here for the Strength Finders test. Everybody in your company needs to have that done, especially you, because you want to see where your strengths are too. So did I miss something in these? Is there another tip over and beyond these 8 plus a bonus that you're using, that you're finding success in to help your employees love their jobs? I would love to hear that in the comments below the video. And if you thought about somebody that could really use this video that would help them, another small business owner you might be friends with, please take a second, click that share button. It looks just like that. It's right below the video here. It gives you tons of options to be able to share it. So I would be grateful for that as well. Thanks. There is tons of stuff in having a successful small business. It's social media, it's grabbing people's attention, it's great products and services, it's customer service after the sales, customer experience, it's all the internal stuff that you're dealing with, it's finances, it's paying bills. It can be overwhelming. So don't do this by yourself. If there's any way that I might be able to help you in your small business, I'm going to put a link right here to the website. Go down to the bottom of the website. There's a contact me section there. Click that, carries you to a really small 10-question, really quick survey that gives me a little bit of information about what you've got going on, including your contact information. Fill that out, send that in, and I'll reach out to you and see what we can do. So thanks for that. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I am so grateful. I always appreciate you carving out a piece of your day to spend with me, and I always try to work to give you great value and tips and advice to help you grow and improve your small biz life. Hey, right here, I'm going to stick a video for you. I think that'll help you out. Guys, remember, think creatively, remove the friction from your customers and your employees, be uniquely better, grab attention from everybody, and you'll win. Until next time, you take care. I'm going to get out there and get after it myself, and I'll see you.